of the things I've noticed on average per couch, I'm probably spending like 6 hours. Like if I don't think I'll make at least 300, I'm not even gonna go for it.
That roadblock doesn't go away. It's always there. It sounds like you'd be a really good fit just to be doing returns with us. So the main thing with returns, it's just a lot easier. Like you don't have to be on the lookout for deals. So you're not competing against everyone on Facebook Marketplace. That the competition is a lot thinner. These are like new returns. They're typically within a 30-day return window. A lot of times they're new in box. And so you can just go pick it up and it's ready to sell. At a certain level, you're only going to have 20 hours a week to put it this, no matter what, right? And so
I'll have a choice upcoming this semester to continue it or not. And I don't know, I just have so much extra time outside of my work. So I was trying to pick up something new. And a couple of years ago, I sold some pieces of furniture for my mom and it sold really easily. So I just figured to pick it up and try it again. So I tried it a couple of weeks ago and I've made a couple of sales so far. I think I still need to learn a lot more. But at this point, I have 300 square feet of storage units.
okay, cool. So the accounting internship is just for the summer.
Yeah, it's just for the summer. But I've been doing it at the same firm for over a year now. So soon enough, probably in the next month, I'm going to decide if I want to extend it into the school year or not.
Got it. Okay. So the fork in the road is because you're like when you're going to go back to school and like so you're deciding, do I do school plus internship or do I do school plus flipping?
Yeah, exactly.
Or all three, or is it two or three choices for you?
I would say it's two. During the school year, I typically work 20 hours at my internship. So if I do continue to do it, I'll do 20 or 16 hours or something. And my classes, for the most part, are going to be pretty manageable because I'm going into my senior year. But yeah, that's what I would say. It's mainly two options.
And the two being do all three or just do two?
Yeah, one or the other. But I'm going to figure that out soon.
Got it. So not all three. And what's going to help you make that decision one way or the other? What are you looking for?
I would like to definitely make more profit with this. I mean, I really wish I started a couple years ago. And basically, I live right outside of Atlanta right now. And in a year, I'm moving to Greenville, South Carolina. I've been doing a lot of research, and it seems like, there are ways in which I could scale and have operations and outsource a majority of the work. But realistically, I think doing that within, the next year is pretty unrealistic. So like that would be the main goal, but I'm not necessarily positioning myself to reach that goal since I only have about a year. Maybe I could, start something in Greenville. But I would say the least is probably to be able to make maybe around 4,000 net profit a month.
Okay, that's a great short to medium term goal. Let's think a little bit more long range. So I know you're going through transition in life, like you're in school, you're going to move, you're going to graduate, you're going to move. Greenville Pacific. Why are you moving there?
Well, I'm starting an internship at Ernst & Young there. And the goal of the internship is to get a full-time offer and to continue working there.
Okay. So do you feel like pretty set in this accounting path? I mean, it's a great organization. Yeah. Good opportunity. Okay, cool. So this is like, you always want this to kind of be a side business for you. Extra way to bring in cash.
But yeah, I'm trying to, do it as best as I can. Yeah.
Yeah. But at a certain level, you're only going to have, let's say 20 hours a week to put in this, no matter what. Right. And so you need to think about what is the most optimal profit extractive setup for a 20-hour week side hustle. And that's a different lens than someone that wants to turn this into a full-time business. And there's no right or wrong answer. It's more important to know yourself.
Right.
I was just on the phone with this family. One of our partners, and it's like a mom, dad, 3 kids, and they're on a road trip visiting like national parks, and like sleeping in the camper or whatever. And they're telling me, like we homeschool our kids. We really only want to do 20 flips a month and just focus on the things that are like really high profit. We don't have a desire to scale this much beyond that. And that's, the deliberate choice on their end. And I, hats off to them for knowing what they want out of the business and for their lifestyle. I think a lot of people get into this without understanding that about themselves. And okay, so that's good context. What do you think is keeping you from getting to 4K a month?
I think there's a lot right now. I only started about 2.5 weeks ago. One of the things is that I've noticed on average per couch, I'm probably spending like 6 hours. So I think that's something that's really holding me back. And, the profit I'm aiming for each couch is 400. And then for the most part, the minimum, like if I don't think I'll make at least 300, I'm not even gonna, go for it. So I would say, yeah, just the amount of time that I'm putting into it, into sourcing, into picking it up, Atlanta traffic is bad. And I've been spending a lot of time on on cleaning actually. So I think that's one of the things that, you know, my time is finite, but I've been spending 20 to 30 hours per week on this.
Yeah, you're not that efficient when it comes to flip. And the thing is, most couch flips are not efficient. So what a lot of people are doing is they're getting the stuff that's $0 to $100, maybe a little bit more. And, you know, maybe they make $300, $400 a flip, but then they're like, oh, that's like decent gross. It could be more. Yeah. They're like, that's decent gross profit, but they're not factoring in their time, right? Time to go drive, the expenses, and then the cleaning in particular can take a while, let it dry, stage, you know, so it makes sense. And, you know, I think over time you'll build systems and you will get more efficient at that, but you're still looking at like 3 to 4 hours,
right?
Time that you're going to have to spend, or someone's going to have to spend coordinating that flip, and it doesn't go away. That roadblock doesn't go away. It's always there. You know, I mean, it sounds like you'd be a really good fit just to be doing returns with us and just skipping. Well, let me ask you this: how much cash do you have?
I have liquid. I would probably say around 8,000.
8,000. Oh, that's plenty. Yeah, that's like money you don't need. You can put in the business. I would just leapfrog out of the flipping. The reason why people flip is they don't know what they want. They're like nervous. They're afraid to take risks, or they don't have money. You don't strike me as either of those. Like, you seem like you are coming into this with a game plan. You're 2.5 weeks in. You're investing. You're trying to improve. Is why we're on the call. And then you have cash saved up, so you don't need this to survive. And so you've gotten a couple of flips under the belt. That's good. But, you know, just know there's like a ceiling to it. And the reason we tell people to flip is so that they get experience doing it. You know, like what sort of products they think will sell, and overall process of picking up and delivering to someone's house, and like selling on Facebook Marketplace. It's really to get experience and then to stack cash. They can save up money, and then they can make like a stepwise improvement in their operation, as opposed to just linearly grinding out more and more couch flips. If you've been around 2.5 weeks and you just signed up with us like a week ago, something like that.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
With I think it was the growth. So like the middle subscription.
I'm sure you've been seeing like returns get posted in your market then.
Yeah, I have. There's a lot that are nearby in Atlanta and Georgia, South Carolina.
And have you picked up any?
No, I haven't. Okay. I haven't gave it much thought. I think to an extent there's some type of risk, but I think I have enough money, and I live at my mom's house. I think there's more risk in terms of I'm buying goods that are typically priced higher. So I think to an extent I'm gonna have to focus on marketing and sales to actually be able to sell things that are of higher price. But I would say that's a risk that I am willing to take. I definitely would consider returns. The main concern is what would work best for me, and then also like how can I don't know how the delivery process works, if they would deliver it to my storage unit or to my residential house or whatever.
Yeah, okay, these are all great questions, comments. So the main thing with returns is it's just a lot easier. Like, you don't have to be on the lookout for deals. Like, when we post returns, going out to like maybe 5-10 people in Atlanta. Atlanta probably more, but you know, people that actually buy from us, 5-10 people. So you're not competing against everyone on Facebook Marketplace that's looking for a couch, right? So the competition is a lot thinner. These are like new returns. They're typically within a 30-day return window. A lot of times they're new in box. And so you can just go pick it up and it's ready to sell.
So I could pick it up from a warehouse?
You pick it up directly from the customer.
Oh, okay.
So the way it works is like, let's say it's Article. Article is direct-to-consumer furniture brand. They sell most of their products online. Someone buys a couch and they receive it. It gets shipped to them. They receive it. They take it out of the box. They're like, actually, I don't like it. And they want to return it. Normally, Article has to send a truck, like 2 guys in a pickup or like a 3PL to go haul it away. And they have like haul away fees, storage fees, and then they need to figure out like what to do with the return after they've collected it. What we do is we cut out the middleman. We cut out that entire middle processing step, and we just sell it directly to a local reseller who has their own transportation and own storage and the ability to monetize the return. So we just bypass all that, and you buy directly from Article and you go pick it up directly from their customer's home.
Okay. And are these the exact same returns that you're talking about that I'm already seeing on the app?
It's exactly that. It doesn't sound like you don't have a cash issue. Like 8,000 is more than enough buffer to run at returns for a month and not be worried about cash at all. There's equity in the product that you're buying. And so worst case, like you break even, but that's unlikely. Yeah, like the main thing I wanted to comment on is you're gonna have to change what you're doing. You're gonna have to learn how to market and build a brand. Yeah, you don't need to do that with the returns. It's people assume that like on Facebook Marketplace, there are only these kind of low-level customers, people that can't afford things, that really need cheap, like whatever thing. No, like there are a lot of people on Facebook Marketplace, they just want a deal. And with these branded brand name products, you have an easy frame of reference to make the sale, because it's like normally it's $2,500 on the retailer's website. Come to me, buy it for $1,300. So like you buy it at 20% of retail, you mark it up to 50, 60% of retail. That gives you 150 to 200% profit margin.
Gotcha.
And, you know, the customer is getting an amazing deal, right? And
And-
so it kind of sells itself.
Okay. And just to clarify, the reason why you're recommending is the returns in specific is because there might be more of a profit margin there compared to flipping. Is that why?
It's easier. You're going to spend less time doing it and you'll make more money.
Okay.
I would still recommend flipping items here and there, because, you know, you have our notification tool, and if something really good comes around, cherry pick that, you know, but don't be running around town trying to pick up every, you know, free couch. It's not a good use of your time. You know, you can just skip all that noise, right? And just jump ahead. And the returns, especially for the setup that you're describing, are going to be great for you, because once again, like, they kind of sell themselves. They're ready to go. You take them out of the box. Like we guarantee the condition of the return, right? So I think the real hang up for someone in your position, you've never done it before. So you're like looking at these dining room chairs, for example. You're like, you know, I got to pay $200 for these dining room chairs. Can I really sell them for $500, right? And like what I'm saying is that absolutely you can. Absolutely can. It sounds crazy from the context of like selling a used couch, but when you have brand name like new products, people like there are customers on Facebook Marketplace that will get the value, and you don't have to do any sophisticated marketing. You know, some people, they even just keep it in the box, right? They inspect it and they keep it in the box, and they just resell. Hey, this is like open one time. And the customer for you on Facebook Marketplace it's kind of like the guy who wants a BMW, wants to drive the Mercedes or the nice car, but doesn't buy new. He buys pre-owned certified. Why? He doesn't want to pay the depreciation. So there's a segment of buyers out there where they want this nice stuff, but they just don't want to pay the premium. And you can, people buy and sell these like new returns from us to this segment of buyers directly on Facebook Marketplace all the time. Like no extra marketing needed.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely consider it, but just I don't know how long you want to go over 345. Well, it's 345 for me. It doesn't look like it for you. Yeah. But what would you recommend in specific, at least for, you know, my first time trying it out? Because I'm assuming if I were to get bigger deals, maybe, I don't know if there's ever sets of couches or something like that. Maybe I'll make more net profit on each one, but obviously there would be more upfront costs.
I mean, there's two ways to go about it. You could kind of like look through what's getting posted and just pull the trigger on one that you feel really comfortable on, you know, but if you want to grow quickly, what I would do is just take 5 to 10, because, you know, like with one, there's like more luck involved. Like this particular product at this time, is there a buyer for it? Where if you get a larger sample, you can see across the body of returns that you've picked up, is this working for me or not? Makes sense. Yeah. So I would do 5 to 10. And if the cash is an issue, what I would do as well is get a business credit card or an intro. Do you have a credit card?
I do. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, so you're already building credit. Great. Maybe look into getting another card that offers a 0% APR offer for the first 12 months. And so now you have an instant extension of your cash that is free. And most important thing for someone in your position is just really understanding what your risk is. Your risk is so limited. You actually have no risk, because it's more important for you to like make some mistakes now and learn something than it is to like make a killing on every single item. You know? And so you buy something, okay, you spent $500 on it. That's an Xbox, or I don't, but like worst case, you liquidate it for what you paid or around that. So like if you buy it at 20% of retail, worst case scenario, sell it 25% of retail. So like the speed to sale oftentimes is also a function of pricing, right? So just because you don't make a killing on it doesn't mean you're not going to make money or learn something. Have a nice $4,000 a month side hustle for yourself just doing returns. Okay. I'll definitely check it out. I'm definitely more interested in it from this call. And yeah, I wasn't really thinking about it beforehand, but I mean, I watch these videos and B stock seems cool, but I know there's more upfront things that you have to do in order to actually be able to receive those shipments and stuff like that. So this is relatively maybe lower barrier, it seems like. Yeah, B stock is good. I mean, because you're new. The main thing I want you to get out of this call is you don't have to make the same mistakes that other people have made. You know, we started this company like for furniture in the furniture flip world about 3 years ago. And there's so many people that I've met that are doing the same thing to this day, same complaints. Oh, my listings aren't getting views. Oh, like, I'm shadow banned. Oh, like, it's seasonal, or, you know what I mean? They never evolved. There's in 2026, there's just a lot of information about how to run a successful furniture resale business, that you don't need to get stuck on level 1 out of the gate and then, spend a lot of time there. You can jump ahead to the other levels of this game. There have been many case studies of people that we had a call just like this. We connected when they're just getting into the game, but they came in with a plan. And like, this one guy, he was like an engineer at Best Buy, got laid off. And then, we started talking, and then 3 months later, he moved into a warehouse. Right now, he's in like 4,000, 5,000 square feet. He scaled up his operation to $25,000, $30,000 a month in like a year's time.
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities.
You can grow very quickly, but you like have to figure out how do I spend my time wisely? Like, how do I get the most leverage on my time? If you need to spend time building capital, then do that. If you need to spend time gaining experience, then do that. But understand what your investment is getting you for that time.
Understood. Yeah, I'll definitely try to, do calculations based on time, and try to calculate what's, the biggest return on investment based on the time that I actually can put in, rather than just overall to get more specific.
Yeah. And yeah, in your case, like I said, you could cherry pick out one, give it a go, and then you'll learn about the process. And that is the highest, like very high leverage on your time, because you're not only possibly making money on the flip, you're learning about this channel for acquisition and assessing whether or not this fits you or not.
Got you.
Don't get stuck so much on like, should I not? Just do it. And having a predisposition towards action is what's going to make you good at entrepreneurship.
Yeah, only that way you can really truly learn, I feel. Yeah. So last question, is there more information on, I guess, the specifics about it? Like maybe if I were to purchase one, it would tell me the date of pickup and just information like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So like the process is you pay for it up front. And if you do a couple of pickups with us, we'll actually extend you inventory credit. So you have an option to start consigning products with us as well. That's where you don't pay for the product up front. We front you the product, you sell it, and then you pay us. But that's like if over time with the relationship. Once you accept the return, we will expose the customer's contact information, and then there are some pre-built templates like that you can use to like text and email them. You coordinate a pickup time. I would give them a window, say like, I'm going to come Wednesday between 2 and 4, like a 2-hour window. Be there, right? You go pick it up. When you pick up, you will mark it as picked up in the app. That'll generate a confirmation for the customer, so they get a receipt. And then if it's out of the box, you need to inspect it on site for damage. When it's already assembled, not in box, and inspect it right then and there for any issues. And then you submit that issue in the app as a claim. Otherwise, you can just take a photo of the box and complete the pickup. If it's in box, then you have 24 hours after picking it up, unbox it, inspect the item, and then submit any claims for damages to us.
Okay, cool.
If you submit a claim for damage, we will assess it. Depending on the extent of the damage, we'll either give you a full or partial credit back. And then for the claims, you get a credit back. You don't get a refund. And that credit can be used towards your subscription purchase or any other inventory purchases in the future. If you feel like you're going to quit working with us, we'll give you a refund, but generally it's just easier to keep it in our ecosystem as a credit. And it's because we pay processing fees every time because we accept credit card. Yeah, and that's basically it. Oh, like things about like customer experience standards. You're representing our retailers when you go pick up that item. You're not representing yourself. And so you have to really, communicate well. You can't tell them, hey, I'm going to go resell this, right? As far as the customer knows, you are just the pickup team. You're purely there to pick up and like get that item out of their house.
Got you.
If it's a really big item and you're going to need help moving it out of the house, you can't ask the customer for help. You need to bring help.
Okay, got you.
But a lot of these are going to be boxed. And if you bring like a dolly, you can just put the boxes on the dolly, get it out yourself. So
okay, cool.
If you did want to do returns, I have to enable you. And there's like an agreement that you need to sign. And there's like a training in the app that you have to complete as well. So there's more information we'll give you if you were to go down this road. Seems like you're still deciding. So I think the first thing is let's take a look at whatever products are around you and see if it makes sense to get you on one. And then we can offer you like an intro incentive on like the first pickup or two. Maybe
Okay.
bring the price down a little bit or waive the subscription so you can get a feel for it. And then, if you decide that you want to continue, then we'll charge you the full price where we'll charge you the subscription fee. That I'm going to leave up to Tom for you to work out the details. So Tom, I don't get involved on the operational level like that.
Okay. So if I find something I like, should I just email him first?
Yeah, I'll text him.
Okay.
I'll text him.
Gotcha.
And yeah, I'll send this meeting recording over to him, and I'll let him know we had the conversation, that you're open to trying out some products in Atlanta, and for him to see what's there and see if we maybe cut you a deal. Look, our goal is we want to get you started, right? So like get you a return 2 or 3, you get a feel for it, you like it, then you'll scale up and we'll make some money together. But like, for example, like I get on this call with you, you buy a single return, you never buy more, right? It's just it's not productive for you. It's not productive for me. So really we're looking for, okay, let's get people started. Let's de-risk it as much as possible so they can try it out. And then if it makes sense for them, okay, let's scale up, right? Let's make money together. So
Makes
that's
sense.
kind of our thought process here. We want to reduce friction on the front end.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, I appreciate our talk. I'm definitely gonna, right after this call, take a look and see what there is. And if I see something good, I'll text Thomas and keep checking it to see if there's something I like.
Yeah. Look, I'm going to give you my biased opinion, right? If I were you, the fastest accelerant for you to like start making $4,000 a month and do it over like the period of 2-3 months, I would upgrade to IB Industry. It's $299 a month. So you've already paid $150. For $150 more, you get access to the inventory without the access fee. But most importantly, you get access to our strategy and community. So we have these twice monthly mastermind calls, usually a couple dozen people on the call, people doing exactly the same thing that you're doing. You'll get access to the full database of masterminds, which we've been running monthly for 2 years, right? Sometimes twice a month. And so all of that repository of information that is private, like you'll have access to. You also get access to one-on-one coaching. So like my calendar, like you booked on my calendar, I have 3 of those slots every week to talk to resellers in our network that are on the IB Industry plan. The caveat is that those calls get recorded and will potentially be published on our YouTube. So it's like a marketing thing for us as well.
Yeah, I see. Well, yeah, I like the process, and I'll definitely consider doing the main subscription also.
Yeah, there's like this adage or a story, anecdote, whatever. Like your basement's flooded and you can't figure out how to get it to stop flooding. So you call a plumber, and the plumber comes in, wades into your basement, and then flips a switch, and then hands you an invoice and says, "That'll be $1,500, please." And you're like, "What the fuck? Why is this $1,500? All you did is flip a switch." And he says, "Well, you're not paying me for flipping the switch. It's knowing what switch to flip." Right.
Gotcha.
And so if we can help you figure out what switches to flip, it's an outsized return on investment. It's high leverage use of your resources.
Yeah, I definitely see the value in it,
Okay.
And I do want to succeed in this, and I am willing to put up, upwards of 30 hours per week, and if not, potentially more if I see success soon. And I do see the value of having skin in the game. So
yeah. Look, a lot of people, they don't succeed at this because they're just not busy enough. They're not working hard enough. I feel like you are going to put in the time, and so that's like the basic level. That's the foundation of success here. Is you have to be willing to put in the time, but then making better decisions, making less mistakes, that's your multiplier.
Gotcha.
Okay, cool. Hey, Finn, it was great connecting with you. Welcome to the IB community. Looking forward to building the relationship from here. I'm going to tell Tom about our conversation, and then he'll square away with you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Cool.
It was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.